All right, guys, this is a major warning, and this isn't just coming from me, okay? This is coming from federal officials. Even the FBI is warning of this, all right? Take that as what you will, but this is what they're warning us of, and this is something that I already practice anyways, and now it's more critical than ever, okay? You need to be very, very careful of hospitals. You need to be very careful of going to emergency rooms and hospitals, right? Situations where things are happening fast, giving birth, all these things. There is a lot of sketchy stuff going on with it right now, and even the FBI is issuing a warning for this, all right? So my best advice is to stay away from these areas, okay? I was actually talking about this a little bit yesterday, how it's kind of the last thing you want to do is go there. It should be the last thing on your list. You should try to prevent from going there. Be prepared enough that you don't have to go there, unless it's something crazy, okay? Unless it's like you have a gunshot wound, okay? What are you gonna do then? I don't know. Maybe if you're really off grid and you're about it, maybe you can handle that, okay? But obviously there's a few situations where you really need to do this, but I'm telling you guys, you need to avoid it at all costs. People are dying, okay? And even the FBI is saying that this is turning into a big problem. Children are, adults, this is a major issue, right? So let's get into the details here, all right? And this is another reason why your health is critical, all right? Really quick, guys, just hit it up for me down there. Please hit that like, hit that subscribe to help get these videos out. I'm posting every day, multiple times a day, keeping you guys updated on all these big stories, okay? But this is why it's critical to be focusing on your health right now, so you don't have to go to these places, because they're dangerous right now. They are not safe, and even the FBI is admitting that there are major risk factors, okay? Obviously, if you have to go, you have to go. I know people have medical issues, things like that, but your health should be a top priority right now. Major priority. With all this talk of all this chaos going on, a draft, World War III, all this crap, okay? Everyone needs to be in top physical condition, and I'm talking to myself too, all right? I'm talking to myself. It's go time. It's go time. It's time to eat as healthy as possible, and one of the only ways to really even do that anymore is to grow your own food, okay? Did you even know, really quick, did you even know this organic food? I just realized this today, because I was like, what the heck is this? And I've known about organic and GMO and all this crud for a decade plus, okay? But organic, like USDA organic, the label, they can give the animals stuff, okay? Stuff that goes inside of them. They can give them stuff, okay? You know what I'm talking about. Things that go in the animal. Right into it. That's part of the USDA organic program. That's not prohibited. So I didn't even know that. It's just another reason you have to be growing your own food, or you have to be supporting people that grow their own food. I know I say this every day, but if one person starts growing their own food, starts a garden, grows some microgreens, gets some chickens, then it's worth it. And I know there's been literally thousands of you guys that have told me on comments that you guys are doing things, all right, getting going. So this is the way. So let's dive into the details here. This is big, all right? And the FBI is even warning about this and saying it's a major issue, all right? So you can see here, it says FBI issues warning about record number of U.S. hospital hacks that led to a death of a 9-month-old baby. Very sad, Very sad. And these cyber attacks have been shutting down hospitals left and right. All right, check this out too. You can see here it says patients at Ascension Hospital Network given dangerous doses of narcotics after disastrous cyber attack. Okay, this is crazy. This just happened in the past 48 hours. All right, people are getting heavy doses of drugs that they're not supposed to be getting. Kids are getting everything mixed up. Everyone's, because they don't have their records. And this baby here, somebody was giving birth, went to the hospital. You think this is the best place, safest place, okay? And I have a 1-month-old baby. This is so sad. I have 2 kids. I have 3 kids. I have 2 toddlers and a 1-month-old baby. All right, this is so sad. And I'm just like getting chills, man. This is messed up. This is messed up. I'm sorry, but this is hitting me right now. Just think about your own kid. This is messed up. You go to the hospital, you think this is the safest place, and then this happens, okay? This is messed up. But the baby didn't make it because they didn't have their heart rate monitoring equipment, okay? It's all tied into these programs now with the computers. Everything's run through a computer now, so they didn't even have a simple heart rate monitoring equipment for the baby, like the strap that they put on the mother to monitor the baby's heart rate to make sure its heart is still beating. That didn't work because it's all tied into the computer systems. All right, this is insane. So they didn't know that this baby had its cord wrapped around its neck and it wasn't breathing and the heart wasn't beating, and the baby was delivered like this. Okay, so sad, so sad. But this is crazy because my wife, she's incredible, right? That she did this. This is amazing. And we've done this with 2 of our kids now, and they're all natural, everything, right? You know the deal here. 100% natural kids, and they're healthy. They're so smart. They're so strong and big and healthy. But we did a home birth here for our last 2 kids. We did a home birth because we had a hospital birth for the first child, for my first son, and it was crazy. It was not good. They were pressuring us. We had a birth plan and everything. They were not very respectful at all of our birth plan and of our wishes and what we wanted to do with our kid, because we didn't want to do a lot of things that they wanted us to do. Okay? So they were giving us issue. They were sending in doctor after doctor, and I had to tell people, no, we're not doing this, and we're never going to do this, so just cut it out. Stick to the birth plan. Okay, I had a piece of paper telling them exactly. They threw a fit, honestly. They did not like it. And who wants to deal with that when you're trying to welcome your firstborn child, your firstborn son? Okay, so these hospitals, all right, I'm grateful they're there. If you really have an emergency, it's good. Okay, but try to stay away at all costs, because even a home birth, okay, and I'm just talking about this because this lady lost her baby because of this cyber attack, because their computer systems were down. This is insane. And the FBI is warning this is becoming a lot more common and people are losing their life from it. Okay. But even our midwife, she had a heart monitor thing. Okay. That she can put underwater, everything. It was a water birth. And it just runs on batteries. It doesn't need any computer system or anything. It's just a little handheld thing, runs on batteries, and it tells you the rate and everything right there. Okay? Why didn't they have one of those? How does a hospital or an ER or whatever not have a single one of these? Okay? So, get yourself healthy now. Get yourself growing your own food now. I believe personally one of the best ways to get healthy is to be eating your own food that you grew, so you know exactly what's going into it. And then all the work that it takes to grow your own food too is a ton of exercise, You're sweating, you're getting this junk out of your body, you're burning calories, moving around, okay? And then you're eating this healthy food that's not filled with all this junk that can potentially mess with your hormones, all these different things, all the plastics in it, everything. Just think about everything we eat, all right? It's all wrapped in plastic, every single thing. It drives me nuts. It drives me crazy. Oh, you bought this organic freaking $8 gallon of milk here. Okay, I'm just spiraling. Something I've seen. And it's just in a plastic container. Okay? And you've heard these studies. This stuff's accumulating in your body. It's accumulating. There's a credit card's worth every month or something like that. Or maybe every week. I don't know. Okay? Hopefully it's every month. Hopefully it's every year. But these microplastics are accumulating inside of our body. Everything. Okay? These mimic estrogen. A lot of them. BPA is a estrogen mimicker and can cause hormonal disruptions. It drives me nuts. Every single thing is wrapped in plastic. It just has to be. Even if it's just a couple tomatoes, they just have to wrap it in a bunch of plastic and crap at the grocery store. Okay, so this is the best and healthiest ways to just be cutting out all this junk and be clean, natural. That's what we're working on here, because I lived in my RV the past 3 years. Okay, actually since 2020. I guess we've been here for 2024 working on this. So I guess 3 years, okay? Since 2020 to 2023. All right, maybe we would get a house for a month or two to take a break, okay? Like an Airbnb or something like that, to get out the RV. But that's what we've been doing the past 3 years. And it's rough, all right? I haven't been eating super healthy. I've been trying to, been eating organic and things like this and trying to eat out good, but even, okay, I'm still eating fast food, right? I'll still eat fast food, all these things. I'm trying to cut all this stuff out so it's all clean, it's all natural, so your risk of even going to the hospital is extremely low unless you have a actual critical emergency. All right, so, and there's also been all this other stuff going on too with what also happened in 2020 through 2023, the past 4 years. Okay, there's also been something else going on that maybe that's causing some health problems too. Right? You probably know what I'm talking about. There's some things happening. All right, so avoid it all. Avoid it all. There's a reason why your great-grandma lived to 102, okay? And my wife's great-grandma, she lived to 102, okay? So there's a reason. She just lived out in Iowa on a farm, okay? Her whole life. There's a reason why she lived that long. There's a reason why your great-grandma, your great-great-grandma lived that long. It's because they weren't eating all this crap. They were just growing food right from the garden and eating it, all right, fresh. And it's so much more nutrient dense as well. All right, so avoid these hospitals like the plague. Obviously, if you really need to go, you need to go. But don't just be going. Don't just go to go. And not to mention, there's a bunch of people there that are probably sick, right? So you just don't even want to be there. And it's a lot, okay? And no disrespect to doctors. There are a lot of good doctors, but you need to find them. Because a lot of them do just go along with whatever they're told, the narrative, okay? They do not allow any questions, a lot of doctors, okay? There are a lot of good doctors too. You have to find them though. There are also doctors where they won't like it. They do not like it if you are suggesting anything, saying, hey, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, I think it's this, I really need help with this. They will make you sit there and wait and until they figure it out and they decide what they want to do with you. Okay, so that's just my 2 cents on that thing too. All right, there are a lot of good doctors too. We need doctors. They're critical. Okay, but I also believe there is this authority complex, like the white lab coat syndrome that happens, and we kind of saw that the past 4 years. Okay, where people really just fall in line for this. When they see this, somebody puts on a white lab coat, and it's like they're just like hypnotized. They're like, whoa, right? I'm messing around here, but it's true. They see the coat and they're just like, their brain, they lose all autonomy and all critical thinking skills for themselves. Okay, so keep your critical thinking hats on. Okay, keep them on tight. Keep observing. Keep your head on a swivel. Keep yourself ready and prepared as well, because the other side of this is like the big thing. We're talking about, like, just day-to-day life. Like, just stay out of here. This is a mess. Macro picture is that they're going to shut down these hospitals nationwide after a massive attack, potentially. This could be a scenario. Is the hospitals are offline. Nobody can respond. Nobody can even get the proper medication or service or anything that they need. Okay, because we're so blind now. We're all just like, everything is so technologically dependent that we are very blind when it comes to just common sense and figuring things out on our own now. Okay, you just Google things, you just look things up, you just use AI. You just use the program. You just use the whatever. Okay, everything is just automated now. But big picture, macro picture is that these hospitals could go offline right before a big event or a big attack domestically inside the U.S., and then nobody can respond. Think about it. The 911 outages are happening too, all over the place. Okay, we've been talking about this. Statewide 911 outages keep happening in state after state. Okay, so they're doing dry runs, and this is exactly what would happen preemptively before a big attack. As 911's down, the hospital's down, and then a big event happens and nobody can respond. Police can't get there, fire department can't get there, ambulance can't get there, first responders don't even know what's happening or where it's happening. And then even if they do, they can't even get them into emergency services because they're all offline. Okay, and everyone's overwhelmed and they're diverting. This is part of a bigger plan as well, like an event, a big event that we could see. All right, not saying it's gonna happen, but it's definitely in the cards. It's definitely been war games, and it's a card that could be played potentially. All right, so make sure you guys are getting ready, getting prepared. Please just hit it up for me down there. It helps to get these warnings out so people know what's going on, and people need to just really think twice before you go to the emergency room or any type of hospital situation. If you can, schedule an appointment with your local provider or find a local doctor. That alone will buffer you from a lot of this chaos. All right, so thank you guys. I hope you have big blessings for your life, your family, and I hope you have a big old blessed day.